Are you ready to do some mixers tonight? I am. We haven't done any mixers in a while. I don't know. We just don't ever seem to have enough time. So much stuff comes out all the time. So many cases of so much stuff. But you know what? I like mixers. I'm looking forward to getting into these tonight. And my camera, I don't know. I hit my camera last night and I hit the tripod, I think, and it's a little still crooked, isn't it? I tried to fix it today, but I don't think I did a very good job. All right, before we get started tonight, we do have a little bit of information to go over, so let's roll with that first. This is a direct break that I'm working on, as in not selling it on eBay, but selling it directly through chat and messages. And we talked about this last night, and last night I had it as a 5-box break. It was a higher price point. I don't think you guys loved the price point on it, seemed to be what I was getting. So I changed it to a 3-box break instead of 5 and lowered the price to reflect that. And then let's see how you feel about it from there. And we'll try, again tonight, maybe tomorrow night. And if you guys just don't have any interest in it, then we'll not, we'll just scrap it. But I think it would be fun. It's set up to be a random team break. A mystery mixer. By that I mean we don't know which 3 boxes we would open until we actually got into the break. So those are the 12 that would be in play for the football break, and it would be any 3 of those 12, and random.org would choose which 3 for us. And with the reconfiguration going down to 3 boxes instead of 5, we can knock it down to 15 a team, and that includes the shipping costs. Now, if you guys don't care about base cards and numbered cards and that sort of stuff, and we only ship hits, as in autographs and relics, and maybe cards numbered to 10 or less, we could even knock that down potentially a couple more dollars if we didn't have to ship every single card. So if you have some interest in that, let me know. Same deal over here for basketball. Once again, dropped it from a 5 to a 3, changed the price accordingly. Those are the 12 boxes that would be in play. It would be, it could be any 3 of those. It would just depend on who random chose for us. So if you're interested in either one of those mixers, again, those are not listed on eBay. And my thought is this: if we were able to make this work, it would just become kind of a rolling thing. So let's say out of the first break, Random had us open the box of 2015-16 Prism and 18-19 Certified and 17-18 Don Russ, and it left the other 9. Then those 9 would stay in there, and I would just add in 3 more. So eventually, everything on the list would get broken, and of course, new stuff added in to replace the old. It would just kind of be a rolling thing. I think it would be fun, but if you guys don't think it would be fun, it doesn't really matter, right? Because you all are the ones that buy into it. So if you're interested in that, let me know by way of chat, eBay messages, or send me a message to leaderofthepackbreaks@gmail.com. Moving onward, this is to let you know about my feedback. I have it completely automated on eBay. That's just simply so you don't ever have to wait on me. As soon as you leave positive feedback for me, you will instantly get positive feedback in return. And of course, the more important message on there is to say thank you. I enjoy breaking. I enjoy having you here to join me when I break. So thanks for spending part of your evening with me. Looking here at breaks that are listed on eBay. This is the stuff that's up and available for bidding right now that we're going to be breaking over the next 5 days. Tomorrow night we will break a case of Dynasty Baseball and another case of Obsidian Football. Tuesday night is an off night. Wednesday night we have 3 new products coming out. We're going to open an 8-box inner case of Playbook Football, a 12-box case of Leaf Metal Draft Baseball, and a half case of Elite Extra Edition Baseball. That's Panini's prospecting product, right? So it's their equivalent of Bowman. All 3 of those are Wednesday releases. Thursday, we will open a 4-box case of 2017 Vertex Football, another 12-box Leaf Metal Draft, and we'll do a 6-box Topps Chrome Baseball Mixer. It will be 3 jumbo boxes and 3 hobby boxes of Topps Chrome. On Friday night, we have 2 more new releases on Friday. We're going to start early at 9 o'clock, which means the listings are going to be ending early on eBay that night as well. We're going to start early because it's going to be an extremely long break. That Bowman draft has a tremendous amount of cards in it, and then by the time we do the full case of Revolution in front of it, even without a tremendous amount of cards in Revolution, there's still a pretty good number out of a full case. So, you know, we're probably talking 2.5 hour break there, something like that. Both of those products are Friday releases. We will open a 6-box master case of Revolution basketball. That is 2 8-box inner cases in that break. And then we will also open a half case of Bowman Draft Jumbo. And even though that is only a half case, you're still talking about 1,600 cards, something like that in that break. So moving onward for tonight, here's what you need to know. Both of our breaks tonight are paid shipping breaks. I am anticipating they will be out the door no later than Thursday. They might get out the door faster than that, but it should be no later than Thursday. The Topps Strata Football mixer will be first, then the basketball mixer will be second tonight. In either case, if you happen to, I don't think actually, we don't even have to talk about consolation cards. I don't think anybody's going to go without hits. Considering what we're opening, I'm pretty sure every team's going to pull cards. So we're not even going to worry about the consolation card part of it. So 4 boxes of 20, or I'm sorry, it's not 4 boxes all the same year. It's 4 boxes of Topps Strata Football. This is a mixer break. It's mixer number 4. I used to do these a while ago. Hadn't done one in a long time. And we have 1 box from 2012, 1 from 13, 1 from 14, and 1 from 15 in this mixer. Everything we are opening tonight ended tonight on eBay, Sunday night, the 9th of December. And of course, a format that you are familiar with by now. The team names are on the left-hand side. If you are lucky enough to be the winning bidder, your user ID on eBay is across from your team on the right-hand side. And finally, I am going to take autofocus off here. I manually set the focus. When I do that, the background does go out of focus a little bit. But don't sweat that, because we're going to be able to see the cards without any problem. So we should be good to go. And I actually don't think that's still quite right. I like to look at the cards really up, like really close and personal. I know, right? Weird. I don't know. That's just the way I like to do it. Okay, so our Strata mixer is up first. If you are here for basketball, I would guess this Strata will probably take about a half an hour, give or take. I mean, some of these have more packs than others. Obviously, that doesn't have as many packs, but there are overall a lot of packs to open. So, I don't know, 30 to 40 minutes, I would say it will take us to do this Strata break. So if you're here for basketball, you're welcome to hang out and watch Topps Strata with us. And if you don't feel so inclined to do that, I'd say wander back and check in 30 minutes or so and see where we are, and then we can go from there. So in chat tonight, Jay Allen is here. Hi, Jay Allen, and Greg is here. Greg, which baseball break are you? Oh, are you talking about the Topps one that's coming up later this week? Well, actually, we've got several baseball breaks coming up this week. Panini Elite Extra Edition is a new release on Wednesday. We'll open 10 boxes, which is a half case of that on Wednesday night. It's release night. On Thursday night, we'll be opening the 2018 Topps Chrome Baseball Mixer, where it will be 3 boxes of 2018 Jumbo and 3 boxes of 2018 Hobby. Then on Friday night, that's when Bowman Draft comes out, and we'll be opening a half case of Bowman Draft Jumbo on Friday night. So I'm guessing, Greg, that probably covered whichever baseball break you were asking about, but if it didn't, let me know. Greg, I didn't get to see that game. You said the Ravens should have won. I did not get to see that game. They don't ever show me the games I want to watch in my market, unfortunately. But that Chiefs should have been awesome, that Chiefs-Ravens game. I mean, I just saw the highlight reel. I saw, once again, some of the throws and things that Pat Mahomes was making were just incredible. And then, of course, I didn't get the Dolphins-Patriots game either, but I did get to see, thank goodness for the highlights they show us, I did get to see that. Wild finish to that game. And then I didn't get to see my Steelers play either, but courtesy, once again, of highlights, I did get to see Chris Boswell slip and fall on his rear end and see us lose up in Oakland. So, I don't know what happened to Chris Boswell, by the way. I mean, the guy was as reliable as they come. We paid him all kinds of money in the off season to re-sign him, and then all of a sudden he just like has turned to mush. He's not doing too well lately. I don't know what his deal is. Unpriced, yes, the basketball mixer is after we do the Topps Strata. If you missed that little rundown earlier, yeah, we are going to do Strata first, and then basketball will be after that. Again, I'm guessing 30 to 40 minutes, something like that. Greg, I did know that the Cowboys won because I did get that game in my market. So I was busy, I was doing other stuff, but I did watch that Cowboys game off and on. So this is 2012 Strata that we're looking at right now. We're just going to open them in order. 2012 will be first, then 13, 14. Finally, we'll wrap up with 15. And, you know, a lot of base cards in Strata, but it's cool stuff in here, too. And Latchman's here. Hi, Latchman. Christine is here. Skol indeed. How are you, Christine? How are things? That is a die cut, which we're going to put in a sleeve, and I forgot to get sleeves out on the table, didn't I? Greg, you said Friday, all prospects. Well, Bowman draft, yeah. I mean, you'll be able to see the checklist for Bowman draft. It may already be up now on the Topps website, but yeah, Bowman draft is really geared, obviously, as the name would imply, towards the players that were recently drafted. But yeah, you definitely, anything with Bowman in the title is going to be primarily prospects. And Andrew Luck die cut, which is, you know, that's kind of cool because that's his rookie year. So, I mean, that's kind of a cool little hit if you got the Colts in here, I think. Greg, I didn't know the Ravens played Robert Griffin. What I saw, the little bit of highlights they showed me had Lamar Jackson under center. So did Lamar get hurt, or was he just playing poorly? Why'd they put Robert Griffin in there? Just out of curiosity. All right, here we have Brandon Whedon for the Browns. That is numbered to 296. Of course, we all know we had such a parade of Browns quarterbacks over the last 80 million years, which I think we're finally done with now, that they have Baker Mayfield in there, because Baker seems to finally be the man. They seem to have finally landed their quarterback up there in Cleveland. Greg, you are asking how many autographs in what? In Bowman draft, or in this, or in what exactly are you? What exactly is the entirety of your question? I need more information, man. Oh, honest reviews. Yeah, that helmet is pretty cool from last night with your Darius Geis. That is a very cool hit. Nick Toon comes out. Somebody asked for a Saint. I don't know if this is the Saint you wanted or not, but here he is. He is numbered to 50 for Nick Toon. This again is out of the 2012 product of Strata. And here we have Mohamed Sanu. That's actually a pretty cool little hit, I think, for the Bengals. So you got a nice big swatch there. Of course, your autograph. This is what they call the clear cut autograph relics, and of course that is his rookie year. So the Bengals, I'll get it out in a minute. The Bengals, the Browns, and the Saints all with hits in here. It was Jay Allen that said Saints. Okay, I knew I saw somebody type in Saints a minute ago. I couldn't think who it was. So yeah. Oh, Christine, you said Robert Griffin just played at the very end. Okay. Was that just, I mean, by that point, well, why? But if it was a close game, why did they put him in at the end? I mean, was Lamar not playing well, or was it just for some special package? That just seems weird if it was a close game that they would pull Lamar and put in RG3, but I don't know. All right, we're in 2013 box of Strata now. All right, so 2013 Strata has got, I'm sure you guys all saw in the listing description, I kind of outlined what was in every box because each box has a different configuration. You know how Topps is about that. So this one we're going to find one clear-cut autograph relic, one autograph, and one relic. Very similar to what we had in the last except the last one, I think, guaranteed that our clear-cut autograph was a rookie, whereas this one does not guarantee that it's a rookie. It could also be a veteran in here. Oh, Lamar got hurt. Okay, how hurt is he, guys? Like, a little hurt, as in he had to sit out the rest of that game, or a lot hurt, as in he's going to have to sit out a bunch of games? Because I didn't hear that on the highlights. I just, you know, caught the tail end of some of the plays, and they showed some of the stuff Pat Mahomes was doing, which was crazy. Well, Jay Allen hitting a Drew Brees autograph out of here would be fantastic, wouldn't it? Drew Brees is the man. The Saints looked a little sluggish in the first half, and then came on and played well after that. But I'm telling you, if Patrick Mahomes does not win MVP this year, I would be shocked. I mean, that kid, every week, he just continues to do things that you just don't think he should be able to do. And you kind of keep waiting for the wheels to come off, you know, for him to hit the wall or whatever. And he just really doesn't. He's exceptional. Hi, Griffin. How are you? What's shaking, Griffin? Anything interesting going on in your corner of the world? Now, keep in mind for Topps, guys, their checklists are not going to go this far back. So if we pull redemptions in here, this is out of the 2013 product, the redemption would go to wherever the player was in 2013, since this is a 13 product. And also, the other thing about Topps, their redemptions, of course, are expired. And you used to be able to still enter them online, but you cannot anymore with Topps. They no longer let you enter the expired stuff online. So I was told at the first of this year that they are not honoring them with a card at this point. This is a Geno Smith rookie card, and that is for the Jets. And you've got the orange background, so that's the parallel there. Because they don't have any more football cards, apparently, to use as replacements. Because you guys know Topps, of course, lost their football license after 2015. So if you pull a redemption in here that's expired, what I have been told is that you need to reach out to the Topps customer service team, and they will work with you. I think they just send you like some packs of cards, some packs of unopened cards or something like that, I think. But I don't know for sure. This is J.J. Watt and the Texans with the orange parallel. Yeah, I haven't had any myself with Topps in a while, so I'm not quite sure of the procedure. I'm just basing this on what some of you all have reported to me earlier in the year. So, my Pittsburgh Steelers have got a hit here, and it is Landry Jones. It was always Landry, wasn't it? We always wanted, well, at the time, we probably wanted Landry. In 2013, you would have wanted him. That is to 25. Because at that point, you know, we didn't know Le'Veon Bell was going to be as good as he turned out to be, and Landry being the quarterback, and all still fresh-faced and young, and we would have maybe thought he was going to be Big Ben's replacement. But in hindsight, knowing what we know now, we're always like, yeah, where's the Le'Veon Bell? And we get the Landry Jones. So what are you going to do? That's the good and the bad of going back and opening the older products. You know exactly who you're looking for now. So, you know, in the year you open them, a lot of times you don't. You still have hope. In hindsight, you're like, yeah, no, that's not who I wanted at all. Here is Chris Johnson. That is numbered to 25 for the Tennessee Titans. So Tennessee and the Steelers, Titans and Steelers with our two primary hits out of this box. We still should have a relic to find somewhere, I think. There's a little die cut EJ Manuel for the Bills. That was, of course, his rookie as well. Here's a die cut rookie Kenny Stills. Little Kenny Stills for the Saints. It's funny, like how many of these guys have moved on. They're with different teams or different circumstances. You don't really think about it till you break an older product. The orange parallel for Tony Romo and the Cowboys. Here's an orange parallel for the Lions. Did I go through which stack? Calvin Johnson. Did I go through which stack? You want to look through these again? I mean, we can. We can look through these again. We have looked through them already, but yeah, we can look through them again if you want. That's no problem. Of course, I've already pulled out the die cuts and the orange parallels. There is a blue one though, so maybe we didn't go through that. I thought we did. Maybe we didn't, because there's a blue /50 with Jordan Reed and the Redskins. So maybe we did not go through that stack that I thought we went through. So how did we manage to do that? I would have figured it out eventually when we didn't find our last relic, wouldn't we? This is Sam Bradford and the Rams. And that is our relic, and it is numbered to 213. Yeah, see, Jay Allen, you got me on, you got me covered here, man. I don't know how I managed to do that, because I always set them in the same spot after we look at them. I must have sat a stack down to pull out a hit, and sat is that what I did? Did I pull out the hit and then set the stack over in the spot where I set the stuff we've looked at, and then thought, oh yeah, we've looked at that. Yeah, no, we didn't. So yeah. We would have figured it out when we were missing a hit, but it's always better to figure it out before that point so that I don't have to go back through a big old stack of stuff that we got to go find somewhere. So always better to jump in there and let me know. Yes, we did get all 3 hits out of there for sure. Now, Sam Bradford was the third one, the relic. We had the 2 autographs already. It was Kenny Stills for the Saints, and then, what's his head? Landry Jones for the Steelers. Oh, that's what I did? I pulled the hit, and then I set it down over in the spot on the stuff we'd already looked at. Well, stupid me. Let's see, that'll teach me, won't it? Got it. I should not make 2 stacks of cards then, so we won't do that this time, will we? We'll wait and open those later, and we'll keep 1 stack of cards to keep me from doing anything stupid. And that is a J. McCarron die cut. We're in 2014 Strata right now, of course. Already completed 12 and 13. So yeah, we should be done with this, I think, in 30 minutes. I think, yeah, we definitely should be. Carlos Hyde for the 49ers. That is numbered to 90. Got a nice little 2-color relic there anyway for the 49ers. So that's our first hit out of the box of 14. Oh, wait a minute. We got a parallel right there. Yellow, the yellow background is the parallel in 2014. We had the orange, of course, that you saw a minute ago in 13 for that parallel. And here is our clear-cut hit out of 2014. And it is not going in that sleeve. It is Aaron Murray for the Kansas City Chiefs. I don't even remember Aaron Murray. But anyway, there he is. One thing I should point out to you guys, if you're not familiar with Strata, if you haven't opened it before, a lot of times on these clear cuts, the actual clear, whatever you want to call that, acetate part of the card often will have, if you look at it closely, like you don't really notice it from afar, but will have like little scratch marks and things on it. My theory is that's from when people are signing it. You know, they're dragging clothes or their watch or their whatever across, or when they're stacking them and dragging them across one another and that sort of thing. This is numbered to 150. It's for the Jags, of course, and it is Stephen Morris. So I'm trying to kind of remember to point out that sort of thing. I haven't opened Strata in a while, but I do remember that it was... when I was opening, especially 2015, we opened several cases of 2015, and I remember one guy getting his cards and got really upset because of those little marks on the clear acetate part. And he, you know, basically accused me of rubbing them on the ground, more or less. Like, no, man, I promise. They all have a certain degree of that on them. You know, you can't control what happens to it before it goes into the pack. So ever since then, I try to remember to mention that when we're opening Strata. And sometimes I remember and sometimes I don't. Oh, yeah, I mean, that guy, and he had some nice hits too, but of course, you know, that was another one where you get forced into refunding somebody. I mean, it's just it's just amazing. But that's another story for another day. But I tell you what, you surely do learn a lot about people dealing with eBay. Definitely you do. There is a yellow parallel. That is Stephen Morris again. Stephen Morris, very popular guy here in Strata tonight for the Jags. Got his autograph. Now you got the yellow parallel. There's a yellow parallel of Josh Gordon for the Browns. See, this time, Jay Allen, I'm keeping them up there so I don't stop and set a stack down on top of something. I can't believe I did that. That was so stupid. I know better than that. For the Texans, we have Clowney. Oh, that's nice. In the yellow parallel, that's his rookie card, of course. Would like to have had his autograph come out, but nonetheless. Here's a yellow parallel for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That is Charles Sims. You'll kind of like these Strata cards when you get them if you've never had them before. They're a thicker kind of card. They're nice quality. They're pretty cool cards, actually. This is Calvin Johnson and the Lions. And I have more of them. I don't know if we'll do another mixer like this, or maybe the next time we might mix up like some Chrome and some Strata and something like that, or maybe even throw in some other Topps Football. I recently acquired some Topps Mayo, so we could always throw that in there too. I don't know. We'll figure out something else to do with it. There is Mr. Tony Romo for the Dallas Cowboys with a die cut. And the yellow parallel here for Ben Tate for the Browns. All right, that moves us into, who was our relic out of here? Hang on a minute. What was our, oh, that was it, the 49ers. Okay, I'd forgotten there for a minute. And then, you know, I don't trust myself now after that last one. Make sure it was there. All right, out of 2015 Strata, we got a whole nother thing happening in these. We just have two cards in here. They are both hits. One is a clear-cut rookie autograph patch, and the other one is just a Strata autograph card. I think can be rookie or veteran. So just two hits in 2015. They're both pretty nice, though. We opened quite a few cases of this because I always enjoyed this product. They used to make it for baseball too. I looked forward to it every year, and then they stopped making it after 16 maybe in baseball, I think. 2016 was the last year. Martavis Bryant rookie autograph for the Pittsburgh Steelers. That is numbered to 800, and this is a kind of an acetate type card, but it's pretty thick too. You guys remember the ones we opened for 2014, that one that was like that test run card? Why can't I ever remember the name of that card series? We were talking about it the other day, and I couldn't remember it then either. Anyway, I think that little test run was to find out how well the process worked, which then became these cards in 2015. And our other hit is Duke Johnson for the Cleveland Browns. Rookie hit, of course. You've got the autograph and relic there for Mr. Duke Johnson and the Browns. All right, so let's recap Strata. These are our parallels. So you've got die cuts, and then, of course, the orange background out of 14. You've got the blue and this orange background. Those die cuts are all out of 13. And then the nice little Andrew Luck die cut, his rookie year, out of 2012. So those are our parallels out of Strata. Our hits. Translucent, thank you. Why can I never ever remember the name of that? Yeah, so anyway, I think Translucent was the test run for the cards that became the cards in the second card in 15 Strata. Duke Johnson and the Browns. Martavis Bryant for the Steelers. And then, of course, we can't forget old Stephen Morris here for the Jags. Then the Kansas City Chiefs have Aaron Murray. The 49ers with a relic for Carlos Hyde. A relic for the Rams with Sam Bradford. To 25, the Titans hit with Chris Johnson. Also to 25, which once upon a time would have been a really nice hit, is Landry Jones and the Steelers. The Bengals with Mohamed Sanu. I kind of like that hit. That's out of 2012, the rookie to 99. Also out of 2012 was the Nick Toon for the Saints. And finally, the Browns with Brandon Whedon. So that is Strata Football, which is going to bring us to our basketball mixer. And I'm not too far off on time. I said it'd take us about a half an hour. It took about that. So we're cruising along about where we should be so far, I think. If you happen to miss this earlier, if you tuned in late, here's what you need to know. We don't have any free shipping breaks tonight. Everything's a paid break, and paid shipping break, I should say. And it should be out the door no later than Thursday. I believe it will probably be out the door faster than that, but it should be no later than Thursday. Consolation cards, really, I don't think are going to come into play here. We're opening plenty of stuff with plenty of cards. I think every team is going to pull some cards to ship out your way. So we're headed into an 8-box NBA mixer, and this is products that range all the way back to 2012-13 up to 2017-18. Same format that we used before. Team names on the left, bidders across from it on the right. And out of our 2012-13 products, let's talk about that a minute. All the products from 2012-13 that Panini put out have in them a pack of cards that were called, what were they called? Kobe something or another. I forget exactly. We'll see it in a minute. All right, is this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Who am I missing? What box am I missing? Hang on a minute. What? All right, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, is this, is Aficionado the other one? Oh, dang it. All right, hang on. I'm missing a box here. Here's Optic. There's Replay. There's Threads. There's Marquee. That's the Court Kings. Clear Vision. Status. Guys, is Aficionado the other one that I need? Hang on a minute. I need to figure out where I have set. I think it is Aficionado, but I want to make sure that I'm not pulling the wrong thing. So while I'm pulling that up to make sure that I'm not about to open, you know, the wrong product there when I think the other one's Aficionado. So while I'm getting eBay up to pull this up, what I'm telling you about 2012-13, there are a pack of, it's a bonus pack of cards that are inside each box of 2012-13 products. And it's like a Kobe Bryant type card. I can't remember what it's called. Maybe Kobe Anthology or something like that. Anyway, it is generally the base cards. Every once in a while, we will have in there a card that is a hit. Like out of all the 2012-13 that we've opened, there was one time that we had a hit. And if we hit a hit, get a hit tonight, it will go out by way of random.org because that is just a bonus pack. That's not a regular pack of cards that's part of that series. And I'm trying to do two things at once, so I'm not explaining this very well. And for some reason, my eBay is really not wanting to load. I don't know what the deal is, but the last several nights that I've tried to load eBay, when we needed it for something. It's just been stupid and slow like this. Come on now. I'm pretty sure it's aficionado, but I just want to double check. I want to pull up the listing here. Yes, it is. Okay, good. That's what I needed to know. All right, so there we go. So there's aficionado and threads, status, marquee, clear vision is right there. There's our Court Kings rookie edition, our replay, and then there's optics. So we got everything here that's supposed to be here. I don't know why suddenly when I saw aficionado over there, I wasn't sure if it was the right one. Like I stacked them over there earlier, but I don't know. I'm not trusting myself tonight, basically. So when we get to the 2012-13 product, what I was trying to explain while multitasking and not explaining very well is the pack of Kobe cards. If they're just the standard base cards, they don't ship typically because, you know what, there's a million of them. And they're not even worth the cost of shipping, frankly. But if we find a hit in it, then the hit would be given out by way of random because they're just a bonus pack of cards. And that is in all the listing description down there at the bottom in that little special circumstances area. It talks about how bonus packs and that sort of thing are handled. But only once did we ever pull a hit out of all the stuff we've opened. We've opened a lot of those. And it's usually just the same old base cards. So this is 2016-17 aficionado that we are looking at first in here. It should have one autograph and one memorabilia card. And when this product came out, this was pretty pricey. Trying to remember the exact cost, and of course I don't remember the exact cost, but it was probably 120 or so a box. I mean, it wasn't cheap anyway. So they're pretty nice cards. They're cool. They have a different texture to them, a different look to them. So if you haven't ever gotten any before, you'll probably like it when you get it. The Raptors have our autograph hit that is numbered to 199. You have International Ink and the Toronto Raptors. So we should still have a memorabilia card. Of course, we'll find some inserts. That one is a Kyle Lowry insert. There's a global reach insert. Man, I am struggling tonight. I can't speak either. Inducted insert. I don't know what my deal is. I don't know. My brain is definitely parked in neutral tonight. It's just kind of idling, I think. I can't quite get it together this evening. Inducted Allen Iverson for the 76ers. This one is numbered to 99. That is one thing that's kind of handy about the way that Panini does stuff. If it's a hit, they do usually have it facing the opposite way when you come across it in the pack. So it's kind of handy then, you know, you know to look for the number so that, because it's facing, you know, the opposite direction. So I take it that none of you guys are really that interested in the mixer that we were talking about doing direct. So out of curiosity, is it because of the price point? Is it because you don't like the products that are in it? Just looking for a little feedback as to what it is that you don't like about it. I don't know what this is. I guess that's just a regular card. No, it's not. It's an artist proof. I'm like, I know that color should be different. I couldn't find the marking. There it is over here that tells us it's an artist proof. So that was for the Heat. That was Goran Dragic. So yeah, if, you know, just looking for a little feedback to try to figure out what you guys like and what you don't like about things like that, because I would like to start doing more breaks along those lines, doing more direct breaks and doing more mixers and things, but I kind of have to get some direction as to what it is that you like and what you don't so that I can tailor it. So this is a dual relic. It is numbered to 299. We have the Mavericks on one side, the Knicks on the other. It's going to have to stay over here in our housekeeping area, because unless the same person happens to own both teams, then you know what? That'll have to go to random.org. So we're getting into Clear Vision right now. This is 2015-16. And Clear Vision, if you remember it from football, it didn't have a lot of hits in it. Had a lot of numbered cards, but not a lot of autograph hits. And in fact, you didn't even have but maybe 1 or 2 in a case. Clear Vision is basketball is the exact same way. So there's no autograph guarantee. If we were to hit one in here, it would probably be just good luck for us, because it's not that wasn't the selling point of Clear Vision, was never the autographs. It was the patterns and the parallels, and I think Panini kind of trying to do high tech. You guys know, familiar, I'm sure, with Topps and Bowman High Tech and a lot of the collectible patterns and things. I think when Panini did Clear Vision, they were trying to kind of emulate high tech maybe, but it didn't really go over that well. It didn't seem to really thrill anybody too much. So, yeah, see, I thought it was more interesting to not know the products beforehand. I mean, to see the list, but to not know the specific ones, because some of them, of course, are really much more high dollar than others. That was the whole idea behind it, was to, you know, you could end up hitting all the high dollar ones and get a great value for your money kind of thing. That is numbered to 149. That is for New Orleans. Now, guys, it says New Orleans Hornets, because New Orleans was for a period of time called the Hornets. But if it says New Orleans on it, of course, it's going to go to the current Pelicans. But so since you don't like, since you want to know the products ahead of time, I mean, yeah, we can do that. To me, that's not nearly as much fun, but if I'm going to do it that way, where you know the products ahead of time, I may as well just list it on eBay, it's because that takes it's just as easy to do that on eBay as to try to do those direct. So that's probably how I'll do it if that ends up being the direction that we go. This was really more of an idea to try to do something fun. Why does this? Okay, apparently the little corner of that. There we go. Oh, and then it. Good grief. Okay, that was not wanting to go into the sleeve. This is for the Rockets. It is numbered to 25. We eventually got it into the sleeve. It just didn't cooperate right offhand. So, yes, Jay Allen, I am looking at chat. What question of yours did I miss? I thought I had kept up with it. When you guys get going really good and fast, I don't always keep up with it, not always able to, but tonight I think I'm keeping up with it pretty good. Trying anyway. Okay, so this is Court Kings, and it is the rookie edition. So it doesn't have all the same configuration of regular Court Kings, because again, it's the rookie edition. It's the 2014-15 one. And it will have one rookie autograph in it and one rookie memorabilia card in it. And then, of course, we'll also have some base cards and probably some inserts in it. But we don't have the box topper and the sort of things we have with the regular version of Court Kings. Yeah, oh no, Jay Allen, I mean, it showed the 12 boxes that were possibilities. But of course, obviously, the way I had it set up right now, you would not know which ones specifically were going to be opened until random.org decided for us. So yeah, no, I mean, I understand what you're saying, that you don't like that part of it. You don't like the mystery part of it. You'd rather know specifically which 3 boxes, not have it be 3 chosen from a list of 12 possibilities. So I get where you're going with it. For the Nets, Corey Jefferson is our relic. And then we have Vince Carter on rookie royalty. That's a really thick card as well, thicker than the others are for the Raptors. So this should be by default our hit, I think. It's Markel Brown. It's also for the Nets. So how about that? The Nets had the autograph, and the Nets had the relic in there, because that's Vince Carter is just the rookie royalty insert in there. Okay, so that is 14-15 Court Kings Rookie Edition. Let's see what we got left here. Let's look at Marquee. Let's get into some Marquee. This is our 2012-13 product, so as I was telling you about before, we'll find that pack of Kobe cards in here. Then the other thing that you want to know about 2012-13 is this. We will also find the rookies from 2011-12 in this product. Yeah, we do. That's because they had the lockout. You probably remember that in 11-12. So all of those rookies from that 11-12 class ended up in the 12-13 products. So they're a double rookie class in all the 12-13 stuff. That's why I like to open 12-13. Unpriced, yes, the base do ship, all the cards ship, except, as I said, these Kobe anthologies. If one of them had been a hit, then we would have given it out by way of random. They are all the base, and there are zillions and zillions and zillions of those. Those do not ship. And there are so many of them because Panini put them absolutely in every single 2012-13 product that they made. And there were a lot of them. Like a lot. Oh, Jay Allen, you said the spreadsheet is so small that you can't read it on there? Okay, well, then I'll have to go through and read those off or something next time. Gina, you are not the only one that likes Marquee. I love Marquee. I think it's a blast. That is an Isaiah Thomas for the Kings with a rookie. This is, again, kind of an acetate type card. And there's another rookie insert. That's Enes Kanter for the Jazz. We have Dwight Howard and the Lakers coming out on a slam dunk insert. Those are less common. These are a nice thicker type card too. They have lots of cool inserts in them. They are, what else can I tell you about them? They're refract, as you can see, for the most part. And there's a nice Kawhi Leonard rookie. And they're just fun. There's a Kemba Walker rookie. A die cut Wilt Chamberlain all rookie team insert. I open Marquee myself periodically. In fact, I opened it, Myers Leonard, I don't know, I guess about 6 months ago or so. I bought some Marquee for myself to open, and I found in it a redemption for a Kyrie Irving rookie autograph, and I put it in on Panini, and even though it was expired, I got it back really quickly. Like within about 2 months, I had it in my hot little hands. So there is a nice little Kyrie insert there for the Cavs. But no, I think Marquee is a fantastic product. I wish they still made it. I'm a fan of Marquee. I was glad that they made it part of Chronicles, that they included it in there. Well, Kemba's going to be Charlotte because he never played for New Orleans. I mean, I can show it to you again, but Kemba Walker always only played for Charlotte. So whether it says Charlotte Hornets or whether it says Charlotte Bobcats, I mean, Kemba Walker only played for Charlotte. He did not play for New Orleans. Because by 2012, obviously New Orleans was already down in New Orleans. There's Vucevic for the Magic. There's a rookie Reggie Jackson for the Thunder. Who is our hit here? This is Mark Jackson. And that is for the Warriors. It's numbered to 25. And, of course, coach's signature. Believe it or not, guys, sometimes coaches' signatures go for some decent money. So, you know, just saying. So the Warriors hit with the Mark Jackson autograph. Yeah, Kemba Walker never played for New Orleans in any capacity. So he's Again, anything that says New Orleans Hornets on it goes to the New Orleans Pelicans. Anything that says Charlotte Bobcats go to the current Charlotte Hornets. Anything that says Charlotte Hornets goes to the current Charlotte Hornets as well, of course. So they were kind of a weird deal there with Charlotte, because at one point, obviously when New Orleans went back and changed their name to the Pelicans and gave Charlotte back the name the Hornets, they also at that time returned to Charlotte all of the franchise records in history, which is a thing that doesn't normally happen, but it did in that instance. So that's why you can pretty well delineate which ones go where, because they returned, you know, all the records and everything to the Hornets. So even older Hornets players would go to the Hornets. Gina, you were celebrating the Dolphins win. That was crazy. I mean, I didn't get to see the game. My games that I got in my market today were just terrible, let's face it. But I saw, of course, the miracle play there at the end, and that was insane. That was such an awesome play. This is Kent Bazemore. This is what they would, these days, Panini would call this a leather rookie. It's that kind of textured, thicker card. I don't remember what they called it back in 2012, but in current Panini vernacular, that would be referred to as a leather rookie. And you find them in threads these days. Yeah, Gina, I mean, that's a heck of a way for your Dolphins to win. I mean, that was just the most incredible play. I mean, even the announcers, as I'm watching the clip, he goes, yeah, that's whatever he said, you know, like a middle of the field pass, and that'll do it for tonight or something like that. And then he's like, oh, wait, or will it, you know? And there goes that lateral, and I still can't believe they pulled that off. That's crazy. I mean, you know, that's the kind of thing you practice probably all the time, but very seldom have to use. John Henson and the Bucks. And then when you do use it, to have it actually work, oh, yeah, pretty nice. Pretty nice. And there's a marquee rookie again. That one was for the Spurs. LeBron James and the Miami Heat with our slam dunk insert. Yeah, the slam dunks don't usually come out quite as frequently as the other inserts do. But we found a couple in here already. That was T-Wolves. That is Cavaliers. Next up, we have Steve Francis and the Rockets. Right as I say they don't come out very as often, like there comes a third one. That always happens. You can just absolutely plan on it. We already did Strata. Strata was first up tonight, so Strata is already completed. We are in the basketball mixer now. Strata is already in the books. There's a little Kyrie Irving rookie insert for the Celtics. Sorry about that, Cecil, that you missed that one. It finished up, I guess, about 12:30 or thereabouts. So it took us, I don't know, half hour or so, I guess, to get it done, thereabouts. And then that rolled us right into basketball. But what I can do, Cecil, as soon as we finish the break here, there's actually a couple of different ways you can catch it. There's a YouTube version that'll be archived, and that'll be available pretty soon after the break is over. And normally I say I'm going to upload the video the next day. My version, you know, what I upload is the same as what YouTube archives, except I add tags and titles to my version before I upload it, but the content of the video is obviously the same. But I'll go ahead and upload my part of it tonight too, and then that way you'll have two options for watching it. I don't remember any Patriots like hits like as in autographs or relics, but as far as parallels, could not tell you for sure about parallels. There's not a ton of parallels in Strata, but I didn't pay a great deal of attention to who was on those parallels. But as far as like autographs or relics, no, we did not have any Patriots in the autographs or relics, though. There's another Kyrie Irving rookie that, again, is on these. I don't really know what, it's not exactly acetate, but they're, you know, flexible. They're not made of cardboard. So whatever you want to call them, acetate or otherwise, that's your second Kyrie. The Clippers, and that is Stars of the Night with Chris Paul. So it's always fun to open this, I think, because of all the different Terrence Jones and the Rockets. All the different inserts in here are really nice. And the base cards are nice, too. They're actually all nice cards, but the inserts are what I like the best. There's Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, that, of course, MKG for the Hornets. Austin Rivers, also a Hornet. He is actually New Orleans. Sorry. He is New Orleans, so he's a Pelican. Deron Lamb, that is the leather rookie for the Bucks. We had a redemption. You saw me lay it down right there. We'll flip that over and check it out shortly. There it is for the New Orleans Pelicans. There's a little Anthony Davis for you. Maybe that redemption will be Anthony Davis. That would be something, wouldn't it? That would be what we would like if that comes out to be Anthony Davis. What do you mean we lost a hit, Jay Allen? Did you say, did I go past one? Did I go past something? Kenneth Fareed for the rookies. And there is another Anthony Davis for New Orleans. Nice little die cut AD. No, we don't have any other football for tonight, Cecil. Just the one that we just had 2 breaks tonight. The 2 mixers, the Strata that we finished and the basketball that we're in right now. There is a Shaq All Rookie. It looks like the little hyphen didn't get punched out. It was supposed to be, but it's still in there. So I'm going to leave it in there when you get it. If you want to punch it out, more power to you. Oh, well, I wouldn't say that you've lost the hit. I mean, again, that's what I was just telling you guys. I pulled, like 3 months ago or so, a Kyrie Irving redemption out of here from his rookie year, and it expired years ago, and I already received that card. I got it within probably a month or so of the time I entered the redemption, maybe less. So there's definitely no reason to think that you're not going to get it. Now, sometimes they may take a while, and sometimes they don't still have them. I mean, depends on the player. But if it's an active player that they still deal with for, you know, on a regular basis, where they're still getting autographs and things from that player, then you're usually going to get it eventually. But if it's somebody that's out of the league and they don't have any more on hand, you might not get it. Perry Jones and the Oklahoma City Thunder autograph hit. But the thing to remember, of course, is you always, there's Jimmer Fredette, he's trying to work his way back to the NBA, is that you always want to submit them, because you would be surprised. A lot of times they do still have this older stuff. And when they do, they send it to you. When they don't, you got to hang out and wait about 3 or 4 months. And then if you haven't seen it by then, you can reach out to somebody at Panini. I typically suggest that you do it by way of social media. So Twitter or Facebook or something like that. And ask them to help you out. And they will work with you to substitute for any redemptions that they, you know, don't have that have been sitting in your account at least 3 or 4 months. But a good amount of the time, they still have it. And we're now opening 16, 17 threads. Yes, we still have the redemption there. It's going to sit there until the very end of the break, and then we'll flip it over along with any other redemptions that we may find out of these other products. Gina, you are saying watch out for the Vermont basketball team. And you guys are playing well, huh? Looking to get a 10 seed in March Madness. All right, let's keep an eye out for it. My Kentucky Wildcats going to be looking to get about a 16 seed if they don't get better. Ooh, mercy. They kind of stunk up the joint playing against Seton Hall. You know, it's like they can't seem to get both things together. When they play well on offense, they don't play any defense. When they play well on defense, they don't seem to have very much output with offense. And it's all just so weird because they were playing so much better down in the Bahamas preseason. They played fantastic. And now we get them in regular season and, you know, they look like they're playing table tennis while everybody else is playing basketball. Like, what are they doing? I don't know. It's crazy. But we did fall out of the top 25. I know that. In fact, lost to Seton Hall. That was just crazy. Although, I will say, Seton Hall was draining threes at an incredible pace. And in the second half, that one kid, I can't remember his name. In the first half, he had, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 points, something like that. In the second half, the kid goes off for like 20 some odd points, and almost all of them were three-pointers. Like, he practically could have stood on the other end of the court and hit a three-pointer. Was not missing anything. It was incredible. Jay Allen, you're looking for Charlotte in here too. We're going to try to find you some Charlotte. You got Charlotte across the board, of course. Since it's a mixer, you should have, everybody's obviously got the same teams in all of our boxes. This is Charlotte, and it is a high octane insert there for the Hornets. And that's a John Wall Floor Generals insert, sorry. I mean, I'm assuming you guys knew it was an insert, but usually I do try to say insert or parallel or whatever, and I didn't quite get it out that time. Haven't opened 16, 17 threads in a while. I forgot what it looked like. So I was kind of rubbernecking a little bit. I was sightseeing. Did I see Furman in the top 25? I did not. I haven't even seen the new rankings. I just know from that we fell out of them. I didn't even pull it up and look at the full rankings. I just knew we weren't in it after that crazy, horrible disaster of a game. Jaylen Brown and the Celtics. Well, that's not too bad. Little rookie action there, numbered to 199. So if you've got the Celtics, got a little Jaylen Brown from 16-17. So that is nice. I'll try to get us another basketball mixer up sometime before the end of the year, I guess. Be different products. Some of the products may be the same as what we had in here. Some will be different. So I've got a wide variety of stuff. Brandon Ingram, and that is on, again, what they refer to as the leather rookies. It's a textured kind of card, a little thicker, and they're kind of cool. Always liked the leather rookies. Chris Dunn and the T-Wolves, same as leather rookie. Brett, you like your Brandon Ingram leather rookie? All right, good. I'm going to assume that's what you were talking about. Or maybe you may have been talking about Jaylen Brown and the Celtics. And there's a delay in chat. So you're probably talking about, you probably have the Celtics with Jaylen Brown. The New York Knicks with a little Porzingis die-cut jersey. Always my favorite part of threads, die-cut jerseys. I think they're so cute. Although I guess the idea behind trading cards is not necessarily cute, quote-unquote, but I like them. Brooke Lopez, the relic for the Nets. Yeah, he says it was the Jaylen Brown that he was talking about. See, I worked my way back to it. It just took me a minute. I have to think back. This chat has that little bit of delay in it, so I have to go back and think what came out before, you know. Kawhi Leonard and the Spurs with the die-cut jersey. And that is Threads. Now, let's open Replay. Let's open 15-16 Replay. So we're going to find a couple of autographs in here. They should be encased. Most of you probably remember this product. It was like crazy. They were charging a zillion trillion dollars for it. And then when we get in it, you know, some of the hits were good. Some of the hits were not very good. Everybody complained. And they ended up creating... oh, why can't I think of the name of it? They ended up creating that other product that they sent out. If you bought Replay, you got the case of the other product to like make up for the fact that Replay was not as good as it should have been. Yeah, I can see that other product, but I can't. For some reason, I am not able to spit out product names tonight. So there is, of course, one base card in there aside from our Replay cards, and it is Tyus Jones /99 for the Timberwolves, his rookie card. Now, our hits out of Replay, Shelvin Mack and the Wizards. That is hand-numbered /99. It is rookie roll call. And, of course, it was originally out of Totally Certified Basketball. Our second one in Replay is Tobias Harris. That's coming out for the Milwaukee Bucks. It's also a rookie roll call. How about that? Numbered /99. And it was also out of Totally Certified. So, yeah, there you go. Optic or Status? Let's look at Status first. These are both, of course, 17-18 products here coming out last. Status has got one autograph in this box. You know, that's the one thing you kind of want to tell Panini, right? Like, give us more autographs. Don't just give us one per box. That's kind of the moral of the story. Hi, Scott. How are you? What's going on, Scott? We were just talking about that Seton Hall game a minute ago. Oh, you were working tonight? Yeah, it's cold today, too, out there in that wind. Man alive, I hope you were working inside today and not up on some roof. You're injured? What happened? Don't tell me you fell off a roof or something. That would not be good, Scott. How'd you get injured? What happened? We're being nosy now. We're all up in your business now. Oh, man, you tore your rotator cuff? How'd you do that? That does not sound like a good thing. Zach Collins rookie credentials insert. Dwayne Bacon for the Hornets with a rookie credentials insert. Then we have factions insert for the Clippers. For the Milwaukee Bucks, it is DJ Wilson with a little relic hit there. And that is the Wizards, of course. Gina says you tore your rotator cuff from bidding too aggressively. Oh, maybe it was someone trying to prevent bidding. Huh? Somebody grab a hold of you, man. We're just messing with you, Scott. Oh, I'm sorry that is. I know that's got to be painful. I don't know what the rehab is for that either, but I hope that it's not anything that is too bad. Jawan Evans and the Clippers, new breed autograph hit. So there's our auto hit. Out of this box is the Clippers. Full contact bidding. Yeah, exactly. Somebody gonna tackle you? No, don't bid on that. I have a picture in my mind. All right, so, well, we hope that it gets better, Scott, soon, despite the fact that, you know, we're busting on you a little bit, but it's only because we love you. Here in our little break family, you know, we look out for each other. All right, so there is Optic. 1718 Optic. We need to find one of our big boys out of here, don't we? That'd be nice. Oh, see, so I know they had UK talked up this year because we looked, honestly, we looked the part in the preseason. I mean, you saw those kids down there in the Bahamas and they were playing well together and everything was flowing and they looked like they matched the hype. And then somewhere in between there and now, we ended up like this. I mean, it was just dreadful. I mean, my goodness. It seems like we've been this way for several years now. This is third or fourth season in a row. We just can't seem to get our teams on track somehow. I don't know what is going on over there, but something's got to give. Oh, Jeannie, you said you were surprised that the Zags lost, huh, Gonzaga? You know, I don't really, honestly, I'm not too surprised when anybody loses this time of year. It's how you lose, I think, that can be dreadful. And obviously how Kentucky lost to Duke was really bad. And then how we lost to Seton Hall was not much better. That is a Derrick Rose refractor coming out. And, of course, you had the rated rookie Jason Tatum. It's just a base, but anyway. And there's a refractor, Blake Griffin and the Clippers. Retro Series. Rated rookie Kuzma. Rated rookie Rab. Retro Scottie Pippen. Rated rookie Tyler Lydon. Swishful Thinking. The rookies, that's just a separate insert series. Markelle Fultz and the Sixers. Wouldn't it be great if we pulled like Jason Tatum or Donovan Mitchell out of here? Because I've had this box sitting here ever since Optic came out last year. This was just one of those like little weirdo extra boxes. You know, out of like sometimes they'll give you a case and one of my other distributors will say, well, you know, I've also got, you know, these 3 or 4 boxes that somebody didn't take out of theirs because they just had loose boxes. Do you want them? And depending on what the product is, sometimes I say yes. And this is one where I said, yeah, send them on. So I think I opened a little bit of it myself. And then we have a little bit left. So that's usually what I do. If he sends me some odd lot stuff for basketball, a lot of times I open it myself. And this is a Malik Monk rated rookie for the Charlotte Hornets. It is also a refractor, or in Panini's vernacular, prism. Okay, so prism and refractor are the same thing, as in they are the same type of card. So even though I'm calling it one thing, you know it's the same thing. All right. Signature series for the Knicks. It is Kurt Thomas. So that is our autograph hit, Kurt Thomas. And there is a prism for the Kings with Vince Carter. A blue parallel for the Mavericks, Dirk Nowitzki to 49. Oh, I would love to see Kentucky and Indiana play again. That was always a fun series. They haven't played each other in years. I'd love to see that happen again. There is Tyler Ulis, numbered to 199 for the Phoenix Suns. If Tyler Ulis had been about 4 inches taller, he would be a starting point guard in the NBA somewhere. But sadly, he was not. Jay Allen, that one, were you here a second ago? We had the Malik Monk Prism. I think it was a rated rookie. That was, of course, for Charlotte. So we had that, but our autograph hit is already out. It came out for the Knicks. But we do still have the redemption that we'll flip up here in a minute. We still have a relic up there that has 2 different teams on it that we'll have to sort out here in a moment as well. That is a retro series numbered to 175 for the Spurs. And here is numbered to 5 for the Cavaliers, a little Zizic. So that's a little rated rookie to 5 is always nice to have, but sure would have been nicer if that had been Jason Tatum or Donovan Mitchell, right? This is Ryan Anderson and the Rockets Prism Refractor 175. I don't know, that redemption, maybe that redemption is going to be somebody big like Anthony Davis or Kyrie or Kawhi or something like that. That redemption could be a good one. It's out of 2012, so you never know. Could be a big one. Might not be. We'll find out momentarily. Swishful thinking, Giannis, the Greek Freak, Milwaukee Bucks. Another Champus here. All right, that is that. So now comes the interesting part. We'll find out who is on our redemption, and then we'll give away this card using random amongst the 2 teams that are involved, unless the same person owns both, obviously, then we don't have to use random. But let's flip this over first. I'm going to get a look at it. Oh, I don't know who that even goes to. That is Rookie Signatures, Lavoy Allen. I kind of want to say that that's like the Nets, but it may not be the Nets. But we're going to go find out anyway. I was just kind of saying that out loud, speculating. That is out of 2012 Marquee. So you know the drill. We're headed over here to bring up the Panini website, and we'll find out what this is and where it goes. What did I say it was? Marquee, right? Yeah. Marquee. And the card set on this is just rookie signatures. So let me find that. The card number is 31. And it's the 76ers, the Philadelphia 76ers. See, I told you I'd get it wrong. I was like, I knew the Nets was kind of wrong. I was thinking the Nets, but I was like, I think the Nets is wrong. And it was. It's the 76ers. Oh, Scott, I knew you would do very well on those Pacers cards from Prism, and you were like so mad that night because you didn't hit on, I forgot what your other team was, but you were like so disappointed and said that you were still having a cold streak, but I knew you weren't. I knew those were going to sell well, but I just thought it was probably better just to not say anything because you were not in a good mood that night with that little special case that we had. All right, so it is Dirk Nowitzki and Kristaps Porzingis. We have the Mavericks and the Knicks on this one. So you know the drill. We're going to go to the spreadsheet, find out if we have different team owners. If we do, we will go to random.org. I will enter the Mavericks first because they're on the left-hand side of the card. The Knicks would be typed in second. Then I will use random 3 different times. The first 2 would not count. The third one would be the one that would tell the story as to where that's going to go. So the Mavericks, that's Logic Boy. And our Knicks is Jim Abbott. So we are, in fact, going to have to roll ourselves over here to dear old random.org and give this little card away using random. All right, guys, so please remember it is only the third one that counts. So ignore the first one, ignore the second one. Here comes our third and final, and it is Knicks. And there you'll see there's the 3 times, the date and time stamp, and all the other info that you need to know. Of course, you watched it happen, but still, it's good to, you know, see it and know it and have it there. So this card going to the Knicks by way of random. It is in a sleeve. I did not just mark on your card, so don't freak out on me there, anybody. Now, let's recap out of our mixer here. All right. Here we go. This is the Knicks. That is using random. Number to 5, it's the Cleveland Cavaliers. Here's the Knicks again. That is Kurt Thomas, Jawan Evans, and the Clippers. A relic came out for DJ Wilson and the Bucks. Then for the Nets, we had Brook Lopez. For the Celtics, it is Jaylen Brown. The Oklahoma City Thunder is Perry Jones. Then we have Mark Jackson to 25. Coach's signature for the Golden State Warriors. Markel Brown and the Nets. And then we have Corey Jefferson and the Nets. Jay Allen, I don't remember you guys complaining about random. I just remember everybody was mad because it was a UCLA suitcase, which, you know, our briefcase, which, like, oh, I couldn't control that. That is for the Raptors. Yeah, so, like, I can't control what comes out of any given box or case. But I didn't know you guys were mad about random. What happened with random that made you mad? I didn't even see how that went right over my head that night. I didn't even know. I don't even remember that. So I'm like, so I don't think I was mad about it because I don't even know what we're talking about. The 76ers with Lavoy Allen on a redemption. This is out of 2012 rookie signatures, of course. Once again, guys, it is expired. You can see that on there, but you do still want to enter it in your account if they still have it. Typically on the older stuff like that, you're probably going to see it in 3 to 4 months. If you haven't seen it in 3 to 4 months, it's a safe bet that they don't have it on hand. At that point, I would recommend that you reach out to them and you can talk to them about substitution at that point. For the Bucks, that's Tobias Harris, and then Shelvin Mack for the Wizards. The wonderful Wizard of Oz, because. All right, so that is, that's both of our mixers tonight. We made pretty good time on that, I think. How did I hit this again? I got to change where I'm setting this because apparently I just whack into it randomly like several times per evening, apparently. Scott, you said to guess who you ran into at Raising Cane's on Nicholasville Road. I don't know, must be a basketball player or a coach or something. I don't know. Mark Stoops? I have no idea. Coach Cal? I don't know. Who was it? Cecil's asking if anyone wants a Baker Mayfield to 10 yellow electric etch out of 18 obsidian. We pulled Baker Mayfield to 10 out of obsidian really recently. Is that the one we pulled or is that a different one? Oh, about random being better than roll of the dice. I gotcha. Oh, no, I wasn't mad about that, but I definitely think that random.org is way better than roll of a dice, for sure. Because dice can be weighted. I mean, you guys all know that. That's, you know, I mean, that's like Vegas 101. You could get weighted dice and someone, you would never know that the person on the other side, i.e. the breaker, if they were using loaded dice and they knew exactly where, like, you know, what was going to come up and what wasn't, that would be so easy to rig or do something with. I would never want to do anything like that, or cutting cards or anything. All that could be rigged. You know that, right? At least I'm pretty sure it can be. Whereas random.org, like, there's no way to rig that, I guess, unless you own the website. I guess if you owned the website, you could theoretically do something, but I don't know how that would work, but I guess. Perry Stevenson. Okay, cool, man. That's cool. So did you like talk to him? Did you hang out with him? Apparently you did. You said he works in elementary school and you talked to him for 20 minutes. Oh, how nice. That's pretty cool. I didn't know he worked at that he was a school teacher. It's kind of cool to see our guys like out and about, right? Our past guys. Because once a UK Wildcat, they're always a UK Wildcat, even after they graduate, even from the bad teams. It's like, no matter what, they're our guys. So I know Cecil, you and Scott are going back and forth on the Baker Mayfield there. So we're gonna leave it run here for a minute because I think once I cut the feed, I think chat goes off because sometimes I have had been trying to I cut the feed right as somebody's question has come up, but I've already hit the thing to cut it, and I try to type in the answer real quick, and nobody ever seems to see it. So I think once it's cut on my side, I don't think you guys can see chat anymore. So I'm going to let it ride here for a minute so you all can continue to discuss the details of whether or not you're going to acquire a new Baker Mayfield card or not. Yeah, we got a little bit more obsidian left. Not much, though. We're going to open one. Is one tomorrow night? One's pretty soon. Might be tomorrow night. Is it tomorrow night? Let's look and see. While you all are working on your thing, let's just find out if it is tomorrow night or not, because I don't know. I don't remember. Yeah, it is. Dynasty and Obsidian tomorrow night. So we got that one, and then I have one more case of Obsidian. We'll probably open it either Saturday or Sunday, something like that, probably. There's a lot of stuff coming out next week. I mean, 5 products in total, 3 on Wednesday, 2 more on Friday. And of them, 3 of them are base heavy. Elite Extra Edition is not terrible, but it's got a lot. Revolution's not terrible, but it's got enough to keep us busy. And Bowman Draft is ridiculous. It's got a massive amount of cards in it. But yeah, so that's what we're looking at then for tomorrow. And all right, so it looks like then you guys are done. All right, you guys are done negotiating and all that stuff. So I think we are good to roll out of here for tonight. So thanks again, everyone, for joining. Be back at it tomorrow night with Dynasty Baseball and Obsidian Football. So hopefully I'll see one or more of you along the way then. Until then, have a good start to your week tomorrow. Catch you next time. Bye now.